to the stream to Cast Gamers Friday Night Cast. We are playing Galactic 2E in our finale episode with our characters here. So some interesting stuff. We'll see how things finish up. We're glad to have you along with us. If you've made it this far so far with our characters, we are grateful that you have come along for this ride, and we hope you will enjoy this conclusion to our stream. If this is your first time joining us here as the Cast Gamers, we are a community of therapeutic and applied practitioners exploring the benefits of tabletop role-playing games in our work and what we do. If this is also your first time checking out this game, and you're watching this maybe on YouTube on our recap, go back and watch our previous episodes first. You don't want any spoilers. You can find all our videos on YouTube at Cast Gamers. And yeah, find us every Friday here on Twitch as well. 10 Eastern Twitch time, or whatever your local time zone is. There's different conversions. There's calculators out there if you're not sure. I won't try and explain it to you. It gets complicated. Trust me. We're all in different time zones here playing, but we're bringing it to you. So I forgot to check in with you, Tim, if there was any announcements for tonight before we started. So do you have anything for us?
I think the only thing to check in with is Gaze of Our Lives on Sunday. Who wants to take that away? Sellers, buyers, anyone?
Like dice through the dice tower. These are the gaze of our lives. Join us not this Sunday, but a week from Sunday for second edition of Punk Pride Pixies, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central, right here at Cast Gamers. Find out what is on every floor, because that's what the elevator is doing that we just got into, opening at every floor, because one of the Pixies could not resist pushing every button.
I'm intrigued.
That's right. That did happen, didn't it?
Pixies.
Yeah.
So that will be August 22nd. And as you can see, we're in different time zones, as Menachem announced Pride Pixies in Central Time, and I announced what we're doing here in Eastern Time. It's a glorious thing. I don't know the GMT time, so this is
-6, I think, for Midwesterners, but I don't remember. I think it's GMT -6.
So it's 3 in Greenwich Mean?
I don't remember.
So many different times. So confusing. All right. Well,
time is a construct.
It's a
true.
weird soup. As
A soup. Okay.
It's a bunch of timey-wimey, wibbly-wommy, timey-wimey stuff.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Also, we'll probably keep hyping it up until it comes. The Save Against Fear, one of our favorite events, is coming up in October. I believe it's the weekend,
7th through the 11th.
13th.
I think it's the 7th through the 11th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. Thank you, Kayla.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I'm thinking the 13th. Maybe it's Friday the 13th. Maybe that's why I'm thinking the 13th. Maybe it's just a number I like. I don't know. Maybe it's just
seems reasonable to me.
So, yes, the Bodhana group putting on Save Against Fear. Check it out. All right. Thanks for the announcements, Tim and Menachem. Next, we will do a quick recap. Spoilers ahead. Don't forget to check out previous streams and recordings on the YouTubes. And a slight change. Okay. We need a little preparation here from Scott. Okay. Well, that's one way to do it, Scott. You need another one of those while you're there?
We need a little preparation for Scott.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going a little dramatic with our recap this time, and Scott has offered to do that for us. So Scott, take it away.
Our adventure last time started after the Folly's luck crash lands on an uncharted planet where a storm with howling winds and chaotic flashing lights rages. Rahz feels the pull of the dark side of the Force, and in a daze opens the door and is grabbed by an unseen power that pulls him out toward the storm. The group prepares to chase after him, but Zuri is too frightened to go. Different members attempt to persuade her, but she makes excuses not to leave. Then, because there is no time to waste, Rahuko picks her up and puts her in the truck, which Carl drives directly at the storm. Approaching the storm, a weird force rain begins pelting those in the back of the truck. Force-sensitive members of the party feel its potency. Carl gets the odd notion he wants to be in the rain, so telling our captain to take the wheel, climbs out the window and slides onto the back of the truck. There, trying to support Rahuko in his reopening to the Force and a new identity, Carl hacks a new lightsaber handle for Rahuko's kyber crystal. Meanwhile, Zuri has crushed herself into a ball, crying and rocking back and forth. Rahuko has the insight to pick her up and put her in the cab closer to her cousin. Suddenly, Draxus, seeing a chasm that is overflowing with rushing water, slams on the brake, just as Carl hands the saber to Rahuko, hurtling them into the churning water. Nuxo, who's been prepared to defend the group, manages to hang on. The truck follows the stream. Draxus reminds Zuri that she is a badass as they speak of their first heist. Trying to stay above water, Carl and Rahuko quickly discover a waterfall coming. Carl adjusts a couple switches on his cutting tool, revealing it to be his old lightsaber. Working together, they grab an overhanging branch and swing onto land. Rahuko lets the Force wash over him, and he gets a vision of protection. The truck emerges through the storm, and the group is reunited. As they rejoin, Zuri reaches into each of her boots and other hidden pockets and assembles a high-tech blaster. Zuri is preparing to fight her fear. Looking over the cliff, the waterfall tumbles down. The group spots an ancient temple. The Force-sensitive characters can feel the Force radiating from it now, and know Rahz is there. They prepare to find a way down to rescue Rahz, but not before Rahuko notices a rare herb and takes a moment to respectfully harvest some of it.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing that.
Makes me feel ready to check in.
All right. Well, that's where we're at next, Menachem. You want to take it away?
I'm going to bring it instead of taking it away. So each night we check in with the group to see where we're at, what our expectations and hopes and concerns are for the game, to let each other know where we might be feeling excited or sensitive or concerned. We're each going to answer the following questions, and whoever goes will then choose the next person to popcorn it to until we're all done. Who wants to start?
Malcolm, can you post the pre-game questions?
I think you posted the.
Yeah.
You got the post questions there.
I was too busy thinking about Scott's dramatic reading.
It was a beautiful dramatic reading. So
Did you say my traumatic reading?
Both.
It depends on the listener.
Depends on the writing. It might have been your grammatic reading.
Oh, yes. And props to Tennille for the excellent recap that she wrote.
Thank you. Menachem also worked on it too.
I am the editor.
Yeah, we worked together. Awesome. Thank you, though.
So who would like to start checking in?
I will. What hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have about today's game? Much like last week, I hope I can remember who my character is so I can get back into character since it's been probably over a month now.
it's been a long time.
Yeah, so I hopefully I remember who Draba is. I almost forgot my own character's name.
If you forget who Draba is, just bite somebody's armpit.
Now I remember. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And be weird.
Be weird.
I am a
Good
weird
point.
space freak.
Yeah.
What advice do I have for my character? Bite less armpits.
Oh no.
Takes a while for that taste to come out.
Yeah, it's a
I'm gonna shoot it over to Scott.
Well, I apologize for my absence last week. As the players know, but the stream does not. I was busy celebrating my birthday.
Woo!
I'm 41
Happy
years
birthday
young.
on screen.
Yay!
Woo.
We will not be singing you
Almost a
happy
day over
birthday.
40.
No.
Oh,
I,
And yeah, so what hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have about today? I'm in a totally different headspace than the last time we played. I was worried about being able to check to stay focused last time. Today, I'm really focused on keeping my energy at a moderate level so I don't take up too much space. So that is my concern. And my hope is to really have a dramatic and satisfying conclusion to our story tonight. What advice do I have for my character? Probably the same advice I would give to my clients, which is just let go of the anger.
Mhm.
And I'm going to popcorn it over to Kayla.
Okay. What hopes, thoughts, concerns? Okay. I hope this ends well. I'm very excited for this particular game to be over. We've played for quite a while, so I'm excited for these stories to come to their dramatic end, whatever that looks like. What advice do I have for my character? Well, did I tell Dustin, is it you that I told that I was just gonna, Draxus was just gonna fly off without everyone? I think it was you.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
My advice to my
leave everyone
yeah,
here.
that was something that my character has considered. I
No,
guess
you were gonna run away with
right.
the princess.
Yes.
Just fly off with the princess.
and then leave everybody else on the planet. That's right.
including your cousin.
Yep. Right.
Wow.
Yep.
That's shady.
You know.
Shit, I'm out.
You know. It is what it is. My advice would be maybe just, really consider what it is you want. And I'm gonna go to Dustin.
Sure. What thoughts, concerns do I have about today's games, hopes? I am also looking forward to this conclusion. I came in with no idea of this character, what it was when we first started playing, and it's become a whole different thing. And I'm ready to, wrap it up and move on to whatever's next. So I'm excited what that looks like, and what it looks like for everyone else's character too. I'm looking forward to it. Maybe we don't know. Maybe Kayla's character does just leave everyone else behind. Could still happen. We'll have to play to find out. What advice do I have for my character? Right now, my advice for Rahuko is to find Rahz. So I will from there.
It's reading Rahz as Bras.
That's great.
Fine bra.
Find the bras.
Yeah.
For more about us, tune in to Gaze of Our Lives on August 22nd, where we'll be stopping in the 9th floor, women's lingerie.
So we had
Don't
to
wear bras.
There are no
earlier.
bras in space.
There are no
Yeah,
bras in space.
thanks, George Lucas, for that.
There are, however, Jews in space, and we have lasers.
Earlier it was reading Zuri as Missouri, and so
Oh, we love
Missouri
that.
had to fight its fear earlier.
Well, you
Of the
know,
Delta variant?
Missouri's, yeah, it's pretty scary state. So
Let's not be
Yes.
hating on anybody publicly.
All right. I'm gonna turn it over to Laura.
Okay. What hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have about today's game? I am very distracted today. Very distracted right now. We don't have a working toilet in this house right now, and we have a plumber coming during the middle of our stream. So that's going to be an experience. I hope I can stay present because I really hope that this goes well and we give these characters a good send off, whichever way it ends up for each of us. And what advice do I have for my character? Use the bathroom whenever you see one.
Oh man,
Oh man. I'm gonna send it over to Tennille.
that's amazing.
all right, what hopes, thoughts, concerns do I have about today's game? I've really enjoyed playing Zuri, especially wearing my pink wig. And so I just want to soak it in today and just really just totally like lean into her character and everything that's going on. So that's my hope. I just hope to do that. And my advice for Zuri is lean into being a badass. And we'll see what happens. All right, and that takes it to Menachem.
So I live for character creation, character development, and role play in role playing games. You know, it's when I run games, I often forget to put combat in, right? You know, just because I'm having so much fun with the players. So I'm a little sad to be ending this story for Carl. I would like to continue and find out more what Carl's about for me, and to not have to rush his story in a way to make it fit our time frame. So I'm a little sad. I'm hoping we all get good resolution, find, you know, a sense of our character stories coming home for us. My advice for Carl, I mean, you're force sensitive. You just turned your lightsaber back into a lightsaber instead of a cutting welding tool. Just go whole hog with the force tonight. Have a blast. Make a lot of automaton and robots and take care of whatever we find. So now we do a little ritual with our names in order to enter the magic circle of play. It's a much discussed, sometimes maligned concept of the magic circle, wherein the magic circle is the game space, the rules, the characters, and the rules of daily life do not apply within the game space in the magic circle, right? I'm not usually, well, we're not rolling dice in this game, but I'm not usually collecting tokens to let myself do moves, right? So we have some different rules. Our stuff bleeds in and out, clearly from the real world to the game and the game to the real world. But this is a kind of a sacred space. So let's say our names as our player names first, and then everyone repeats it. And then we'll say our character names, and everyone repeats the character, welcoming us as character into the space of the magic circle. Who would like to start?
Hi, I'm Tim,
Hi, Tim.
Hi,
Hey,
Tim.
Tim.
and I'm playing Draba.
Hey,
Hey,
Draba.
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 I'm Dustin,
Hello,
Hey,
Dustin.
Hi,
Dustin.
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 and I am playing Rahuko.
I miss you.
Welcome,
Hey,
Rahuko.
Rahuko.
I'm Lara.
Hi, Lara.
Hi,
Lara.
Lara.
And I'm playing Nuxo.
Hey,
Welcome,
Nuxo.
Nuxo.
My name is Menachem.
Hello,
Hello,
Menachem.
Hello,
Hi,
Menachem.
Hello.
I'm playing Carl.
Welcome,
Hey,
Carl.
Welcome,
Carl.
Carl.
I miss you, Carl.
I'm Tennille,
Hey,
Hi,
Hey,
Tennille.
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 and I play Zuri.
Hello,
Hi,
Zuri.
Zuri.
Badass.
Come on, you
think
two.
that
I
think
was
that
hoping
is-
we were gonna go in an order, and then Tennille didn't go. We were like started at the bottom, and everybody was going.
This is the weirdest
I
need
staring
to go
contest
last.
ever.
I know.
I know. I love it.
I'm Kayla,
Hey,
Hey,
Hi,
Kayla.
Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla.
and I am playing Draxus.
Oh,
Hello,
Captain, my
Drax.
captain.
Hey,
Draxus.
Draba
Draxus.
misses you.
Welcome, Captain Draxus. Cuz Draxus.
Hi, I'm Scott,
Hey,
Hello,
Scott.
Hey,
Hi,
Scott.
Scott.
and I can't
Rahz.
I can't remember.
Hey, I
Stop.
can't remember.
I can't
Hey,
remember.
hey, Rahz.
Hey, I can't remember.
Hey, Rahz.
Snap out of it, kid.
It's been so long. I'm so confused.
Mana Shanaha Laila Haza. Why should this night be different than any other night? Love you. And thus we go into our game.
All right. So yeah, so we pick up on the edge of this cliff with on the waterfall there. Well, most of us are there.
I can feel
Wonder
the
where
kid.
Draba is.
I can feel the kid. He's in there. He's in that temple. Yeah, we gotta figure out a way to get down there, I'm sure.
I'm not there to translate.
Zuri's there, but Zuri's in the cab. But I'm guessing
Um,
she could probably hear him.
Are we just gonna walk? Can we walk down there?
Well,
Do you have a truck?
Is there a road?
This is like there's the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, I feel like we're kind of at the edge of this cliff. I mean, it's a waterfall, right? So
Mhm.
like, I mean, the water drops off here down below, and I imagine like the cliff face kind of goes down. There's, at least the way I was picturing it, there's no discernible like path down per se.
Like rock climb or something. I don't.
Repel? Give
That
some
would be the
rope and some
technical term.
titans.
I mean, I can get myself down, but
Right.
I could probably do it. I think we got rope in our truck, right?
I mean, I don't know. Not our truck. Rahuko won the truck. Do we think there's a path?
I can't see anything, but the storm is pretty much blocking out a lot.
I think we have to explore and roll perception.
Roll your
Wrong game. Wrong
investigation.
game.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll an advantage.
So I think we have two options. Either we drive around to see if we can find some kind of path down, or we get out and try to make our way down as carefully as we can.
I think I have it. Force sensitive characters. Move, reveal an old secret or new truth to someone. So I wouldn't do it to my character because that wouldn't be fair. Rahuko, you just let the force wash over you. You discern that there's a cave entrance nearby. which works its way down through the cliff and comes out at the base of the cliff. You get a token.
Okay.
Rahuko says that there's something over this way,
Okay,
and
let's
Zuri
go.
points towards the cave. Then
Cool.
Zuri, she puts a strap to her high-tech blaster and straps it onto her shoulder. And
Still slick and dangerous.
yeah, we'll have to be careful on this one.
Does Nuxo still have that bandolier of blasters?
Absolutely has the bandolier blast. And the grapple thingy she was using to stay on the
Right.
truck.
Yeah, right.
I guess we follow the weird people on the weird planet.
Rahuko, will you lead the way? Since it seems like you know where we're going.
Yeah, he shakes his head.
Are we just gonna hand wave it, or we have to make a move?
So as you guys move down through this cave entrance to this tunnel, you see old worn steps carved out of black rock, and they spiral down with a sheer drop on either side. You can't tell if it's menacing or awe-inspiring. And these steps are cracked and chipped. And as you move down every now and again, you have to like hop over an empty space. And you can see that just time has worn away at once what was once some great cathedral to an otherworldly power. And with that, the Unknown Wilds gains a token. You exit out of a crumbling pillared entrance and feel exit and feel almost as though you've stepped into a place of worship. And you can see just ahead of you the tip of a ziggurat. Is that the right word? With a door that's been shattered open, and a red glow comes somewhere from within.
I think I liked it better outside.
I agree. This place
in the
is
weird rain.
weird. This whole planet is weird.
Here in the distance. Fucking hell!
Oh no.
Sliding down the stairs, tumbling, is Draba, chased by a lizard that is twice as big as him. He's got like this big piece of fruit in his hand, in his mouth, as he's trying to run and tumble down to where you are. As I'm assuming this lizard is following right behind.
Oh my god.
As soon as Zuri hears the sound, she's gonna bring up her blaster and I mean, I pair. Does it? I don't know what this creature is. But it looks like it's gonna attack. It's like deadly.
Oh no.
Yeah, she's gonna shoot.
I mean, it might decide that we're deadlier, but
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, she's gonna fire a couple of shots.
you're making a move or you're just firing.
I'm just firing.
Draba like
Oof.
starts to dust himself off and stand up like he's like, all right, hey, it's okay. Hey friend, take it easy. Take it easy.
The lizard's frill like shoots open and like vibrates, and it hisses at you.
Oh no.
I'm gonna spend
Oh,
a strong
no.
move to ease tensions with a dangerous natural beast, and I'm gonna throw the food that I have in my mouth at it, and start to step behind.
It snatches the food out of
Nuxo.
the air and then skitters off into the darkness.
I'm like wrapped around Nuxo's leg right now.
Get off. Why me? Why?
I
She's like
shake off-
shaking her leg to like shake you off.
I shake, but I'm just letting off a bunch of shit like hair.
And water.
Yeah, and
Good
water.
hair, or
Yeah.
is the shit you're letting off hair?
So the I'm sure as I let go of your leg, it is just covered in wet hair.
Oh, gross.
Oh no.
Oh, and that's even like we established last time that the rain wasn't exactly like water. It was
It's like force rain,
thicker,
like oily. Yeah.
Nixo looks down at her like, oh, don't touch me.
You're gonna have to get that dry cleaned.
What is in there?
Draba, how are you here? What? Where'd you come from? I thought you were in the ship.
Well, everyone kind of left me alone, and next thing I know, I got a little hungry. I had to go look for something. I thought you guys went to go barbecue or something because there was no food up in here. I don't know what was going on.
Barbecue.
And next thing I know, stealing some food from home. No, I'm not stealing it. I'm just borrowing it. And
Oh yeah, you were gonna give
Okay.
it back after you digested it.
Well, some animals eat it like that. This family of lizards started chasing me around, and next thing I know, I'm tumbling down, to here.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, we're looking for Rahz.
Well, what happened to him?
He was taken or something.
After the initial arrival, Carl continues walking.
So, what happened to the kid?
Also, Rahuko, like once the lizard kind of scurries off, he just walks away. Also, maybe Carl and I went in a similar direction.
Are you guys going to the temple?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's near at the temple, so we're gonna head there.
Hey, you feel that?
Feel what?
Feel what?
I don't know, but if
I
my
mean-
hair could stand up right now, I think it would.
I
What
mean,
is-
I've been
what does
saying
that
since we
mean?
got here, this place is weird.
Well, we agree on that. Yeah.
So at this point, without even doing anything, I think the space between has invoked awe, and thus it will gain a token.
What are you doing with all these tokens, Scott?
Oh, he's saving
For these
Did you see
pillars.
his face earlier when he was
I
asking about pillars and
I'm
what they?
distrustful of you right now.
So
I think I'm even going to play Rahz until like the last 5 minutes of the night.
We want a dramatic ending.
We can rescue
going to
Scott. We can
provide
rescue Rahz sooner.
What's
We
that?
could also
We can
leave the
rescue
kid.
Rahz.
Uh, I mean,
Rara, you
Nuxo would.
Nuxo would totally
100%.
leave Rahz.
Nuxo would absolutely.
I think Draxus also would.
Just kidding.
I think
Um,
Draxus already established with me the other day that they were gonna leave everyone.
You know.
I don't even know why Draxus and Nuxo decided to like.
I don't know. What are we
drive to
doing?
get the kid.
What are we doing here? I don't know. What is this place? What else is in this room?
You guys are here for emotional support for Zuri, who seems intent on moving forward.
She didn't want to come either.
And yet, she's being a badass.
So we went down the stairs and we came out the bottom of the cliff and saw the temple ahead of us.
Right. And so there's this open stretch at the where the rushing water has shallowed out. And while it's still moving swiftly ahead of you, it's shallow enough for you to easily wade across. And you can see the vestiges of a stone bridge that might have once spanned it. But now all that's left is a pillar that might have been a robed figure and the first step of that bridge.
Cross.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Carl, as you cross, the touch of the water sends shivers up and down your body, and you feel the power of the force reverberate through you and into your lightsaber. And the rest of you can see Carl's saber grow brighter and brighter. And its light seems to somehow dim the red glow in the temple ahead.
Let's get that kid.
Rahuko is he's going. He was already going to get the kid. Like he's not waiting for instruction from any of you.
Rahuko, as you cross the water, that vision of protection comes back again, but this time you can see it split in two directions. You see on the one hand a vision of protection, and mirrored against it and distorted, you see a vision of failure. And in the other vision, you hold Rahz's limp body as his sightless eyes stare off into the distance.
So you're saying like I get an actual vision here at this point, or like a flash of like two realities almost?
Yes. The future, you see.
Yeah, it's like you see, like imagine like halfway through the water as I'm wading through it, like I kind of just pause and see this, and you see Rahuko just pick up speed, start moving faster.
And Carl, even though you were yards ahead of Rahuko, suddenly he's next to you as your feet pound away at the path. I'm
going to open my backpack. I guess it's Do I have to spend a token just to activate my little droids for reconnaissance mode, or is that normal? I think it's a use of the
I
force,
think it's
maybe.
normal.
Okay.
Do you have a
I
power that uses the force?
I mean, this game isn't really constructed that way, but remember, I'm using the same game from our same kind of sense of powers from our Savage Worlds version of this game.
Maybe just spend a token. I'd be okay with that.
So I'm gonna assemble them. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. They assemble into one bigger droid.
Oh my god.
So you assemble them into one bigger droid and send it ahead. And as they reach the precipice of the ziggurat, a red bolt of energy zaps from the doorway and surrounds the droids, and you see them crumble into parts. And some of the wall tumbles down onto them, thus introducing an ecological cost to someone's plan or action. And the Unknown Wilds gives its token to you.
I'm going to pull a vulnerable move and gain a token and say my catchphrase, fracking hell.
Okay.
Zuri is gonna look at Draxus and Nuxo and says, I'm getting real ominous vibes here. Like
Think,
real ominous
You just
vibes.
saw that, like,
Yeah. I think
If we
Was it
get
a
him back, like, can we be sure that he's not taken in by something? I
No.
mean, maybe we shouldn't be doing this.
We'll get him back, and then we'll see if his mind's been messed with.
I mean, I
Oh,
don't
you
know
all
how we're gonna
across the
know that,
water.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
you're,
we're like
far ahead
behind
of
y'all.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not that far
You
ahead.
guys are yards and yards ahead
Yeah.
of them.
Okay. Was it one beam that came down, or is
know
it a
about
full
this.
red cone?
It was one beam accompanied by like part of the wall crushing the
All right.
droids.
Okay.
So can I get like a little bit of a marching order here, just so I can kind of picture what's going on?
You and
The
Manaka-
droids went ahead.
Yes. So the droids are, let's say, 50 yards ahead of the two of you. You are 50 yards ahead of the cave exit, where huddled together is Zuri, Draxus, Nuxo, and Draba.
Yeah. Because Nuxo watched you go
I mean, we
through
came
the
out of
water
the-
stuff, and we were like,
Yeah, we hadn't quite come out of like the cave area into the. We were behind you. You guys walked off.
Yeah, we're like in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like 40 of the first 50 yards is just shallow water, shallow, rushing, oily water.
Great. Or
mm-hmm.
not
that
water.
we saw do weird things to you.
Yeah.
That
this
you
is not
saw
good.
make
Great.
that you saw make Carl's lightsaber glow stronger and make Rahuko like
Decide to run faster, pause, and then run faster.
and run faster. Yeah, for sure.
I don't really know what. I don't know. This doesn't seem good.
Drabo, you feel the tug of an old memory that you can just barely touch. Like a smell from your childhood that you can't quite place, emanating from the shallow waters.
Do you smell that?
What?
What? I smell you. You're
Yeah, you kind of smell like a wet dog.
A wet bantha.
oh.
If we ever get back to the ship, we need to give you quite the bath.
There's something not right here.
I don't know. What do you mean? Yeah, there's a lot not right here. This
Like,
is a terrible
I-
planet.
Draba is gonna climb up Nuxo's back and like hang
Is the
Oh,
let him do
no.
Nuxo pulls one of the blasters from the bandolier of blasters and like points it back behind her back. Get off!
I would listen because she's a very good
Yeah,
shot.
this is
I
not
would
great.
listen to her.
Draba is gonna jump from the top of Nyxo's shoulder,
I
trying
was
to
waiting
jump.
for you to say head because there's spiky horns on her head.
Oh
But
yeah, that's
anyway.
right.
Trying to jump as far as he can, like pretending like he thinks he can jump over this shallow bed of water, but
You are worse than a
knowingly,
loft cat.
it's not happening.
What are you doing?
You
And starts to make his way across.
you get like surprisingly to like the middle of the shallows. But as your foot touches the waters, a memory that you're sure isn't yours floods over you. And the feeling of someone's life ebbing out of them as you choke them with the force floods over you, and this heady rush fills you, your heart's pounding, the adrenaline, the anger, the lust fills your mind.
Can I flash ahead to Rahuko a little bit here?
The space between has revealed an old secret to you, and you may take its token. What did you say, Dustin?
I was gonna say, like, kind of cutting back up front, as these droids get hit with this thing and destroyed. I'm gonna look over to Carl. I'm gonna let out a roar, and if anybody's looking forward, I don't think any of you have seen Rahuko with a lightsaber before, but it's gonna light up.
What color is the lightsaber?
It's
Yellow.
Yeah,
Because
I
you're
thought it was
What color
crystal.
is yours?
I was thinking it was white.
So the white lightsaber and the color of the yellow lightsaber combine and flood the area with a golden hue. They seem to compound in strength, and the red glow from the ziggurat diminishes further still. And Drabo, the memory that you're experiencing suddenly vanishes, and you're simply you. A little wet, a little oily, and just you.
and shedding.
It's smelly.
Oh no.
Carl, feeling invigorated, starts to trot faster.
It, like, slow trot and
Yells,
starts getting
and-
faster as the person next to you starts going a little faster.
Waves the lightsaber back at the crowd, saying, "Come on!"
Yeah. So Draxus is going to like message the ship and ask how the repairs are coming. Is gonna ask Artifacts how the repairs are coming. Because and then it's gonna look at Nyxo and Zuri and be like, I don't think this is gonna end very well. And it's gonna kind of
yeah, I
this
agree
is
with you.
this is they're fucking Jedi. And they're walking
Carl,
into a big
How did we
building.
how did we get mixed up with the Jedi?
Not one,
I-
but
I-
two.
but two, yeah. Carl is waving us forward.
Yeah, that building looks rather ominous.
That's the word. That's the word I use.
I'm really RFX. Like, how's the ship coming? Do you think it'll be ready in like soon?
The repairs.
Giving it all I got.
Oh no, you do it.
No, go ahead. I was just doing a Scotty.
The
Bad Scotty.
repairs are almost complete. Also, I have completed an upgrade to the medbay in case of any wounded crew member.
Okay, is the princess still with you?
She has been most helpful in our repairs.
Okay, that's great. I'm glad she didn't
Do
leave.
you know that she's quite handy with a cyber spanner?
I would believe that. Well, have it ready because I think we're gonna have to make a hasty escape from this planet.
Also, she was forced to scrap some of the parts from your rooms, decorations to complete the repairs.
Okay.
Overly attached to that archaic neon sign.
No. No. Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll be able to get off this planet. Maybe.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want you guys to
Um,
know I'm having so much fun.
I'm not stepping in that. How wide is that water?
What did I say? Like 40 yards?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Cool.
You're
I
not jumping over it. That's for sure.
really don't want to get in that water.
Draba, are you okay?
Yeah. Okay. This is... Hey.
Well,
I think Draba just
Uh,
starts running towards the building,
Great.
the temple.
This is great.
I guess we're gonna have to go. And Zuri moves her high-tech blaster like higher up so that it won't touch
Hey.
any of the water, and makes her way through the stream.
You better still be a good shot with that.
Have you fired your blaster at all?
Yes, I did.
You
at
did?
the lizard.
Yeah,
At the lizard, that's right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
as you wade through the shallows, you feel a jolt as your foot first touches the water, and a zap, a visible zap, connects your hands to the blaster for a moment. That the three of you see.
Okay.
And
That didn't happen when we were in the rain. What?
the blaster is fully charged.
Nixo, can I like climb on
You
your
mean
shoulder?
Now my blaster's fully charged. Is that what
No,
you're saying?
no.
Yes.
What is it with everyone trying to get on my shoulders? I should
And then you can go
jetpack.
in the water and then
We should all have jetpacks.
yeah, this
Um,
is put that on the inventory list.
no-
So
to self, buy a
Zuri looks at her blaster and she's like, huh, quick fix is fully charged.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing.
Well, it's better than not being
So-
charged.
So the water is conducted. Hey, really, I don't want to get it. Okay, are you wading across? I'm
I'm
like,
moving
this
across to
is
the other side.
great.
I'm just gonna keep going. I'm
Great.
gonna follow Draba.
Nixo was
Uh,
thinking about setting off a detonator to blast herself across, but is not going to do that. And is just gonna. All right, there's only way to do just running for it to get
It's
through the
Star
water.
Wars. Just shoot it, and like a path in the water will open up, just like a door.
Nuxo, you
Or
like
many.
do one of those running long jumps into the water, trying to clear as much as you can. And
Mhm.
as your feet begin to skim it, all the anxiety that you feel just washes away. You feel refreshed, as though you've just woken from a nap and a massage. A nap massage. A massage nap? Either way, it feels great.
Either way.
Draxus, this is wonderful.
Oh, great.
It's
Yeah.
no problem.
Okay.
It doesn't feel as weird as the rain did. Still
Right.
running to get across.
Sure. Sure.
I just want to
Uh,
preface this by saying I'm sorry.
Is there like other pathways? Okay, cool. Draxus is taking a vulnerable move and is going to disregard the advice or concerns of those around me, and I am not crossing the water. And I will take a token. And I'll be like, cool. Have fun, y'all. I'll be right here. Or at the ship.
Draxus,
Really, Draxus? You're not coming?
from behind you hear skittering
Yeah.
and rustling and the flapping of lizardy skin. and far
Draxus.
off-
Oh shit. And Zuri will take out her blaster and she'll just like she'll start shooting when she sees something that's gonna harm her cousin. Nuxo, are you watching this? Do you see?
Um,
Uh,
you might want to run, Drax.
I think you have to go.
Hold on. The Unknown Wilds is taking a token because it offered a seemingly safe space to rest and recover. That was it.
All right. So what is Draxus gonna do?
Are there creatures coming? Is that what's happening?
You hear them coming. The call of the hiss of the one is echoed from behind. Ink Attacks says, "Eek, watch out! Get your feet wet."
Is there anything that I could use?
Yes. You see you see the head of what was once the giant statue that
Sure.
overlooked the bridge,
Sure.
resting on its side. And as you glance at it, you realize it's not stone, but in fact some kind of wood.
Great. So like I could surf it through?
You
Because
could totally surf
all
it
right,
through it.
cool. So I'm now going to take a strong move and maneuver an unfamiliar vehicle without trouble. And Draxus will successfully surf this wood. They're going to be like, yes. And then it's going to scramble up this statue and like kind of like a surfboard, skateboard thing, and then be like, here I go. And is going to successfully cross the river without touching the water.
Whoa.
You're saying
That-
successfully there a lot.
Yes, because a strong move is successful.
is
Like
successful.
you don't want Scott to
For
mess with you.
sure.
Mhm.
You ride across the shallows atop a hooded face of a humanoid
Beautiful.
covered in wrinkles and horns. Its eye, the humanoid's eyes still flecked with red paint.
That was great. Cool.
Wow. Nice.
Great.
Nice
Yeah.
moves, cuz.
Thanks. Let's get this over.
Yeah,
I don't like this
keep
planet
going,
at
'cause
all.
I think lizards can swim. So
This
we should
kid
probably
this
keep
kid
going.
fucking owes me. And I'm just gonna stock off.
Yeah,
He's gonna
maybe-
be working off. He's either
Maybe
yeah.
we should take some of his pay.
And staying away from the princess. Yes, exactly.
Mhm.
You pay him? Out of curiosity, how much time do I have to milk this out? When do we go to bed?
When do we go to bed?
When do we go to bed?
So we
Got about another hour.
go about
Another
hour
Hour and a half. I
and a
figure-
half. Yeah.
I mean, if we
Well,
get
hour
to a
of play.
point and we need to keep playing it out, I figure maybe we can go over a little.
Yeah,
tonight
it's
since
the
it's our last
finale,
episode.
and we're
So-
not doing like a the debrief isn't tonight. So
Mm-hmm.
let's go then.
Maybe-
Carl, where are you?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Y'all
yell
make it?
ahead now.
Oh, I mean, you guys were. I imagine you guys
can-
were taking a while for this, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
just started running.
I know I
like-
still yelled because I
But I
can't
think
see
we
that
can
we
see
can't see them now.
Draba,
You can
right?
see you can see our lightsaber light.
Right.
Yeah, but I imagine
Right.
we're much further up now as we've picked up speed.
The
Running
the
through the
door of the ziggurat is at its peak, and you gaze down at a stairway, much like the one you came down, and yet so much grander, so much more vast, and it winds its way down the perimeter, the interior perimeter of the ziggurat, and far below, you can see the floor of what might be the third or fourth level down of the ziggurat.
So are we like higher up on the ziggurat here?
yes, so you're at the peak
Okay.
and you're looking down maybe 300 feet towards maybe the middle of the ziggurat, and you can see that the red glow is emanating from a doorway that is in the middle of the ziggurat and must lead further down still. The floor of the ziggurat of this level is covered in ancient technology, giant computers and turbines of an age long lost. They have grown rusty and rotten in the force ring, as though their existence is antithetical to this planet. Antithetical? Do I want a different word?
So we're looking down.
Anachronistic?
Oh,
We're looking down on another lower area of ground that has a 300-foot ziggurat on it. So, and the stairs we're on go down literally, or just around like on the ziggurat itself, or around like on the cliff face kind of thing.
On the inside the ziggurat.
Oh, so
the interior perimeter of the ziggurat.
We somehow reached the top of the ziggurat
and entered it. You passed through the doorway unmolested.
So he's saying like where we are, we're at like the top of the ziggurat and it goes down further for some reason. Like, is this like almost like I'm trying the library in Avatar: The Last Airbender, where it's just a little bit sticking up out of the sand, and then like you go down in, and it's like there's like a hidden temple underneath, basically.
One day we'll be able to play like that. We'll be able to go to that library.
It's like
Dune.
Bar in From Dusk Till Dawn, where finally at the end of the movie we pan out and realize that the bar is simply the room at the very top of an Aztec temple. Weird reference, but let's go with it.
Sure. Okay, so like we don't realize, like we can't see the rest of the temple. It's buried or something. Like we're seeing the top of it, basically.
Yes, you realize you're like looking at like maybe the top third.
Okay.
Right. It's subterranean, mostly 2/3.
It's a subterranean ziggurat. All right. Starting to figure it out a little more now.
Carved out of the very living rock of this planet, stolen piece by piece, as though its existence is a scar on this planet's very life.
Is there a giant owl?
Ooh.
Sorry.
Could there be one? I don't know.
Yeah. Carl's feeling really invigorated though from this forced water and feeling like a person half his age.
Oh boy.
Almost like the young Jedi he would have been.
Carl, are we able to communicate at all in any way?
We had been before.
With your lightsabers extended in this space, it feels as though you two are sharing the same. It's as though you two have melded. Like your breath is at the same pace, your feet strike the ground at the same rate. You are completely attuned.
So yes,
with each other and in opposition of the ziggurat.
I'm gonna like look at you, Carl, as we come in, and you said it opens up and it goes down quite a ways, and there's a light down there somewhere, it seems like. I want to take a strong move, and like I'm gonna look at you, Carl, and I'm gonna kind of just like make a nod and then be like, follow me.
I follow you. Jump.
Right? I'm gonna show flashes of the hero that I used to be. I'm gonna take a strong move and I'm gonna jump I'm gonna do that like Jedi
Yeah.
move where it's like you jump down like
no.
much further than you're supposed to.
Yep. And
Like
land softly.
what's that when they're fighting in the Senate, Yoda, and then they're just like jumping from like
Yeah,
the pod
absolutely.
to the pod.
or the
Of course,
Qui-Gon
John.
Jinn fight with the Qui-Gon Jinn and
Oh, in the engine room?
no, when Darth Maul fight.
Yeah, isn't that like a engine room?
I don't know what it was.
And then he falls down it because he, you know.
They do a lot of jumping in that one.
Yeah.
Up and
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
and over.
Draba, you reach the entrance of the ziggurat, only to see Rahuko and Carl suddenly leap off of the very first landing, and you reach out as though you could somehow grab them and prevent them, and you skitter to the edge of the precipice to see them kind of like float down their Rahuko's fur kind of like fluttering, and Carl's cloak, what do you wear?
I wear motorcycle rider gear, basically.
The leather of Carl's jacket cracking, and they land delicately 300 feet below.
You almost feel like you could do it.
I think I
YOLO.
think Draba feels some anger inside of him and starts to back up and run straight towards. Are there like any like pillars or anything here? Like
Absolutely. At each corner.
I'm gonna jump towards one of them and use my claws to like dig into this pillar as like try to like slide down it.
A horrible sound of a grinding sound of metal on metal squeals and shatters the rain outside
What
as
move are you making, Tim?
slowly sink down. And as you do, that lust fights up in your heart.
I'm using the strong move, exploit an opportunity when someone underestimates you, and I'm just twisting that a little to make that happen. I don't think anyone would expect Draba to be able to do something like that.
Cool. We land. I turn to Rahuko with a glint in my eye and smile and look ahead towards our path. Sorry, Tim.
I look to just make sure you're okay. I kind of nod and take off again.
Yeah.
Nuxo, Zuri, and Draxus, you arrive just as Drabo touches the ground 300 feet below, and the fading light and the light of a white and a yellow lightsaber dip into the red glow of a stairway far below you.
Cool.
And it plunges the room into darkness.
Anyone
Zuri
got a
touches
flashlight?
Zuri touches her high-tech blaster, and there's like a flashlight connected to it.
Your high-tech flashlight, which was recently recharged in the waters, doesn't glow at its regular rate, but instead bursts into a omnipresent glow of white blue that floods the top of the ziggurat.
That's not the usual light.
Yeah.
This whole place is weird.
I really
I can't wait to get off this.
Did you see Draba? This Draba jumped. Did you see that?
I'm guessing Rahuko and Carl did too.
Say it
Wasn't
again.
Just like every 10 minutes or so, it's like, this place is weird.
That was the last episode. Nooks was like, this is weird. The rain is weird.
Good thing it's not a drinking game.
Yeah. Well,
Damn, so much
maybe it is
weird.
at home.
It is for me,
Maybe it
so-
is at home. So Draxus is gonna like peer. Can you like peer over the edge, but like not go down?
Yeah. You
There's
Draxus, you
stairs.
get down and it's just this like queasy, disorienting
Yeah,
sense
great.
of what's the word I want? When the world starts spinning when you're too high up.
Vertigo.
Vertigo.
Oh, the
Vertigo,
spins.
yeah. It's the
Okay.
sense of vertigo with that stairwell, the red glow of the stairwell. No, sorry, it's no longer a red glow.
Okay.
With a slight gold tinge from the stairwell at the center.
I think I'm gonna take the stairs.
That
Yeah,
seems
I'm
like a
taking
good
the
idea.
stairs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
Zuri's
idea.
gonna light the way.
We're
and
gonna
head
get
down
to
the
them,
stairs.
and then it's all gonna be over.
Yep.
Yep.
And
All
I'll
right,
be
bye,
okay
guys.
with that.
Carl and
Wait.
Rahuko, you round a corner. You've entered a doorway and you're chasing after this red glow in front of you, and you come to a wall suddenly and unexpectedly with a single symbol carved into it, a symbol unfamiliar, a symbol ancient and beyond your memory, beyond the memory of the Jedi.
I don't understand what this is, but we have to go through. So I imagine in this kind of tandem move, maybe we take our lightsabers at the top, and do the circle, cut the circle through the wall thing.
Oh yeah, that's a good move.
Maybe you've seen it somewhere, like on
Maybe.
a TV show.
Oh
Movie,
wait.
movie.
Okay. Can I make a strong move that I'm going to slightly reword? I have discern a secret or hidden function of a machine,
Okay.
but I'm going to discern a secret or hidden function of a force symbol before we cut.
The symbol in front of you suddenly glows red in your mind's eye. And Rahuko, a pain emanates off of Carl. And it breaks the shared space between you. As Carl, you realize that the symbol in front of you says sacrifice.
I'm going to drive my lightsaber right through the symbol.
And the Unknown Wilds is going to take a token because it introduced an ecological cost to someone's plan or action as it presented this barrier between you. You thrust your lightsaber in the middle of the symbol, and you watch as the glow of the saber begins like spreading across, but you know that the single lightsaber is not powerful enough to overcome the symbol without satisfying its requirement. And as you look down, you see droplets of no, you wouldn't see droplets of dried blood. You look down and see the stain of ancient spilled blood and the curled hand of Rahz. Disembodied.
Hugo. Yeah, I imagine not attached to his body.
Right.
Oh, there is a very upset Wookiee right now.
Draba, you run in to the room and see
Hugo,
Carl
help me.
with his lightsaber thrust into the wall and Rahuko angrily shaking Raz's left hand with no body.
Hugo, help me.
You have like you have like a saber like plunged into it.
Yeah, I'm cutting through this, trying to cut through the symbol, but it's resisting.
trying to think what I want to do here. I have a lateral move that says create an opportunity for someone to succeed spectacularly. Give them a token if they take it. Can
And
I
I have-
hand? Can I hand you my lightsaber?
Sure. And I have, will you help me with this and give them a token if they say yes? So we just traded tokens.
Carl, the
And as you plunge the two in, like, does this seem like it's a door that opens or something like that?
no,
Like-
it seems like
In order to
a
pass
door
somehow.
with, it seems like a swinging door with someone leaning against the other side.
I want to pull the vulnerable move and gain a token.
Say it again.
I'm going to pull the vulnerable move and gain a token. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump like as fast as I am running, jump with all my might onto the back of Carl, pushing him forward and accidentally destroy something important.
So,
Oh.
Drabo, you feel the hate emanating off this space as you come in, and you see the word sacrifice splashed across the wall in front of you, and you run and jump on Carl's back, about to sink your pointed teeth into his neck as Carl, your step falters, the lightsaber slip from your hand, and you suddenly find yourself just Carl, apart from the Force, like you've always been, just out of reach, just out of touch, just out of memory. When you look up and see the two lightsabers lodged into the wall, and one of them seems so familiar and yet so distant, and the other is completely foreign. It's at this moment that Draxus, Zuri, and Nuxo stumble into the room, panting out of breath, to see Drabo snarling on top of Carl's back as Rahuko clutches Raz's disembodied left hand.
Is that a hand?
I've seen weirder.
Yeah, but they think that's the kid's
Not
hand.
another beer.
I mean, we always knew he was going to get into trouble.
What's happening? What's going on? Draba, why are you on Carl?
I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I don't even remember what Raz's hands look like.
Well,
but
Rahuko
that is
has a
who we were
hand.
trying to find.
I think
Car-
Draba is trying to calm himself, but he is still looks like he's like full of adrenaline and a little craze in his eyes.
Great. Carl.
So did this not open, Scott?
Nope.
Okay.
I am going to spend a token and do a strong move. Persuade someone to de-escalate. And I'm gonna head over to where Draba is, and I'm going to remember the noises that I've heard of small creatures and whisper things like soothing things in hopes of calming him down, and try to lure him like into my arms and off of Carl.
I thought you were going to persuade him with the butt of your rifle.
Can the space between
I don't know why, but I feel like the softer approach might be better for Draba.
Can the space between give you each a token for creating a connection between people?
Yeah, I can.
I think Draba like slowly starts to try to calm down as he like crawls onto Zuri's arms and kind of like lets Zuri cradle him almost like a small child or a cat.
Yeah. That's exactly what she does. And she's just gonna like gently like stroke his hair. Um and
I think I
in
start to
between
purr a little bit.
in between doing this, like I'm sure Nuxo and Draxus can see her expression like but she's like getting through the smell.
Nuxo is thoroughly disgusted.
Also, you're getting hair all over.
Exactly.
All
And it's
over
still
you.
probably kind of oily and gross.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
That said, Drabo, as this all happens, once again you feel that anger and that drive and that lust kind of ebb from you. But it's beginning to awake memories that you once had forgotten, memories of teachings that you overheard in your childhood, memories of awful, terrible things that you watched others do to each other that just were not right.
I think I'm still Draba is still trying to calm down, but these memories are like making his hair kind of stick up almost like porcupine quills because they're this oily substance on them. Still trying to keep himself together.
And so I might as well spend my tokens since this is the finale. I'm gonna do another strong move and seek to see beneath the mask. And so I'm going to talk to Draba and his language and just say like talk to me, like what's going on, like clearly something's going on in your head. Tell me what you're thinking, what's happening.
And Draba, you remember the evening that your father killed your mother in a fit of blind rage that you'd never witnessed before, as his eyes glowed orange.
I think Draba like looks at you with his big old cat eyes, kind of teary-eyed, and says, I remember things I don't want to. And I think he like leaps out of your arm and like starts to like look around this room more, because I feel like wherever we are is something that's like triggering memories of Draba's past, and I think Draba wants to know more.
And you smell the stale blood on the floor, and you see the hand of almost fresh flesh. The ice cream truck is here, of almost fresh flesh in Rahuko's arms, and the word sacrifice scrawled in an ancient yet familiar language on the wall. And you know that this is a space of selfish, angry power.
All right, you're gonna. Rahuko is gonna.
And Carl had his hand up too, or Menachem had his hand up too.
Rahuko is telling us that we need to back up. So Zuri translates for you guys.
Go ahead. If you're doing something, might as well finish it because I have an idea, but you might
Sure.
negate my need for an idea. But I'm kind of lying on the floor, feeling like I'm far away, so I'm not responding.
Rahuko, if he does, do people back up?
When Zuri sees that Carl's not backing up, she's gonna grab his shoulders and try to.
I'm on the ground. Yeah, you have to drag me.
Yeah, she's gonna try to drag you back.
I don't think Draba backs up. I think Draba's kind of wants to know more about these memories that he's forgotten. There's this, I feel like this is a lore that Draba wants.
Draba, your people have never been powerful in the Force, but every now and again there's tales of someone who, is just a little bit stronger, just a little bit faster, just a little bit more. And your dad fit that description, and he was tortured by it. And it just seemed as though his emotions were never his own to control, and you were just flooded with memories of this bifurcated person, person of intense passion, but who was completely unfiltered, unedited, uncontrolled. And the final memory of that is you running into a rainy, stormy night, not unsimilar to this one, leaving your father and your dead mother behind, and swearing that you didn't believe in magical nonsense or wizards or things like luck.
I think Draba is just.
And Carl, at the touch of your friend's hand, you begin coming back to yourself, but a self that is somehow divorced of the awareness you had just moments ago. You feel as though you're coming back to yourself missing a limb. And as that happens, the wall in front of you crumbles and the lightsabers handles clatter to the ground, tinking dully metallic. And you're sure that you've just lost something.
Wow.
Did the door open?
It crumbled.
Okay.
Well, I'll pick up the lightsabers and toss Rahuko his. Can I sense the Force? Well, I did have thought it all these years. Let's get the kid out of here.
Draba's
Say it out loud.
Start running through the door.
Lara, you're muted. Or I didn't hear what you said. I saw your mouth moving.
It's
We
not-
hear you
No,
now.
I can hear you now.
That's so
Yeah.
weird. It wasn't muted on my screen.
It
Um,
wasn't. That was
yeah.
weird.
Anyway, Nix was like, "What the hell is going on?" Just what the hell?
I don't know. I'm not quite understanding it. I think something's going on with them, like mentally.
They might
Take
be
a-
unwell.
This place is messing with our minds. I don't understand it, but
Nuxo, the only light right now is emanating the white blue glow that just seems so much stronger than you ever designed in your custom lightsaber, in your custom blaster, excuse me.
Zuri.
Ruhuko's going to move into
Sorry,
this
Zuri,
space.
Zuri.
take
You
a-
mean my light?
Yeah,
my
Zuri.
light for my blaster. Yeah.
take a kind of cautious look around instead of rushing in
Yeah.
after Draba ran in, but then also head in.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a token on a strong moving, asking what piece am I missing to make this work? Which is my loss of force powers, probably.
Yeah. And that's, Carl, when you realize that sacrifice doesn't just mean something physical. And you were pouring your energy into the wall to try to take it down, to pass through, and you poured it all.
So what am I missing to get my force power? What piece am I missing to get my force powers back?
There was a pause in the force
It was
as
a
we
pause in the
ponder this
force.
question.
Zuri's
Uh,
gonna follow Rahuko. She'll kind of be by his side.
Life. The force is life. And you realize you've always followed the light. You've always followed life above all else, above passion. The part that you're missing is the other side, the balance of the equation. That there is not simply one way to the force. You've always pursued, you once pursued it through peace and calm and life to the exclusion of passion. Zuri, can you say that again to Neil?
Rahuko said that he's going in like cautiously after Draba, and Zuri is following beside him.
So Draba, Rahuko, and Zuri pace past a crumbled wall,
Follow them, by the way.
while Carl stands briefly staring at the space that it once occupied, like a single tear rolling down his cheek. He kind of shakes his head clear and walks forward.
Well, I
Leaving
pick up one of the
Braxis.
bricks. I pick up one of the bricks and chuck it across the room.
And as you chuck it in that moment of anger and frustration, you feel just a bit of spark, a bit of connection. And Draxus and Nuxo, you guys are just like standing there watching.
No, well, Nixo's gonna follow the light.
Yeah, I'm taking the light with me, so
So
Yeah.
it's gonna be dark everywhere else.
Draxus, I feel like you're just getting dragged along.
Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah.
Draxus, you hear a ping on your communicator.
Okay, I'll answer it.
We have resumed our ability to achieve both hyperspace and interplanetary travel. Shall we travel? Shall we move towards your location now, Captain?
Yeah, can you pick us up? That'd be
Of
great.
course.
I'll meet
We
you
are on our
topside.
way forthwith.
Perfect. I'm gonna go back outside.
In the dark.
Do you have a flashlight?
You're gonna
Yeah,
go in the dark.
of course I have a flashlight.
And Draxus, as you exit the temple, you see, as you kind of like shine your flashlight over the ziggurat, you can see a handful of those lizard creatures making their way down the wall
Yeah.
toward inside of the ziggurat from the entrance.
Sucks for them. um,
You're absolutely positive that they've detected your presence and are moving towards you. You're also very secure in the knowledge that your blaster, that the pack for your blaster is fully charged.
I don't know where. So where am I? I don't really.
You're 300 feet below the entrance to the ziggurat, with a half dozen large lizards making their way towards you,
Cool.
and a fully charged blaster pistol rifle thing.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna be here. Like they're following us, so I will shoot them.
And one by one, you begin picking them off.
Okay. Good.
Am I able to hear the sound of the blaster in the background or not really?
Faintly behind you, you hear a
Man.
six
Okay.
calmly placed shots, and you know your cousin.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm still gonna communicate with her and go, hey, Draxus, you okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, okay. I guess you're not coming with us?
Well, we've got lizards following us, so.
Oh. Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, we are prepared for that. Is Nuxo coming with you, or
I think
Nuxo went
no?
with
following you,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, never mind. She's behind me. Okay.
hmm
Well, I guess you'll get the ship ready for us then.
Ugh. Well, I'm gonna deal with these lizards and then we'll see what happens.
As you conclude the conversation, you turn a corner to find that an orange-red glow lies just ahead of you. And Carl and Rahuko, a familiar yet foreign presence, is just around the corner.
Around the river bend.
Carl and Draba, you feel oddly excited about turning the next corner. Nuxo, that feeling of calm is getting chipped away every step you take. And Zuri, well, that light that was emanating from your blaster falters and finally fails. And all the light that's left is a dull red-orange glow just 100 feet ahead of you. and around the
I-
corner.
Can I try and light the saber? Does it do anything?
Both the sabers respond to your touch, but their reach, their glow is muted, and that feeling of wrongness is much more powerful. And you realize that you are approaching the heart of this scar of the dark side that has infested this planet.
I imagine.
There's just a yell that kind of comes out from Rahuko at this point.
I imagine Carl's feeling the pull of the dark side. So internally struggling, tears coming down his face, he goes to Rahuko. Help me. Help me resist. They took it from me, and they promised it back at a great cost.
And Rahuko, can you, Dustin, can you play that for us?
Play. What would you like me to play?
Play that Wookiee sound.
Oh, the screen.
Play those dope beats.
Play that
Play
Wookiee
those-
music.
Play that funky music, Wookiee. Wookiee. Same syllables. Play that funky music, Wookiee.
And Raz's cry like echoes through, and Kayla, you realize that at the call of the Wookiee, more lizards appear, and you just hunker down into a proper shooting position as you begin picking off lizard after lizard as just waves come crashing into the ziggurats. And you realize that you're the only thing, Draxus is the only person standing between the crew and the ship.
As Carl asked me earlier, like, help me resist. You've noticed I have Rahuko takes this kind of small, short-lead staff that's been on his back the whole time, because I just realized I had a memento from the person I failed. And I hand it to Menachem, and it's definitely infused with some force energy.
And Carl, that pull of the dark side is
This kind of short, gnarly little staff, like a walking cane.
oh, I know exactly what you're referring to, sir. And Menachem, that pull of the dark side ebbs away, and in your mind's eye, you see a small, green, large-eared creature kind of like walk out carrying the staff out of the darkness into a beam of light. It says, taller were you than I expected.
Master Yoda.
Yes.
Why was
Carl,
I kicked out?
kicked out you were not.
Sent away. Refused.
Ready you were not to take on the mantle. Earn you have. Much experience you have earned. Feel it, you do. Pull of the dark side.
Lots of anger from over the years.
Let go of your hate. You must.
But you rejected me.
No. Simply made you wait. We did. Now you must choose. Choose between the light and the dark. Follow Rahuko or follow Rahz.
I follow Rahuko and we will save the child.
The light, you choose. Trust in Rahuko, you must. Help Draba, you should. And with that, Yoda fades into Force Ghost and nothingness.
Do I still have the stick, or is that?
Oh yeah,
That's real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zuri, you see Rahuko hand Carl a stick, and Carl just kind of like pauses for a moment and stares at it, and his eyes kind of glaze over, and then he like shakes his head and looks back at Rahuko, and then like looks around as though someone just slapped him in the face.
Put my hand up on Rahuko's shoulder. By the way, you get a token
I do?
for helping me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Feel like I'm missing a lot here.
So the closer you stand to Rahuko and Carl, the less anxious you feel.
I'll look at Rahuko and say, he accepts me. I take my hand down slowly.
And as you take your hand down slowly, you realize that in your satchel, you have one more droid that you had forgotten about. The oldest droid that you designed.
We could probably use that. I'll spend a token to force activate it.
What is this? Why is this droid different?
This was a droid made from pure curiosity and innocence, just trying to figure out what, and pure discovery. It was like the first droid I discovered. I had some sort of affinity with pushing force energy without really quite realizing it into electronics.
And Drabo and Nuxo and Zuri, Carl kind of tosses out a handful of scrap metal, and you watch as it unfolds into a perfect replica of a Ithorian. It kind of just unfolds itself. You guys know what the Ithorians are? Yes? No? Ithorians, they're this like kind of hammerhead-like species of bipedal creatures with two mouths and gills along the sides of their necks. And they have to wear a communicator around one of their mouths because the rest of the galaxy can't understand them because their two mouths like sing almost like a whale. And so the communicator translates for them.
I'll look to Draba. Draba, my friend. Come. Join.
And Draba, you can feel the pull of peace, of calm coming, radiating off of this droid that is almost as big as you. But you can also feel the lust and the anger and the passion from just around the corner.
Can
Draba.
I spend a token? And you feel free to let Draba do something first, but I want to spend a token to anticipate with perfect clarity the mandate's next move.
Draba walks closer to Carl, and he's gonna give a token to Carl, and he's gonna steal something important from them, and he's gonna try to steal his lightsaber and run.
Okay. So
That's a move. So
Dustin, with perfect clarity, you see Drabo and Rahz standing side by side, eyes glowing orange, sabers of orange red, and you hear, "Always two there are, master and apprentice." Kayla, I love that you chuckled at that. Thank you. I feel like you guys are giving me so much trust and so much leeway right now. I can't
Somehow this session became a GM session.
I
I'm
was
not
just
sure
thinking
how.
that.
It's fine.
No one else is jumping in. I keep waiting for one of you guys to take over for me.
Oh no, we're having fun.
We're having fun. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you seem to have some ideas of where this is. I mean, we have no idea what's going on with your character and all of this. So.
100% have an idea in my head. And I'm waiting for one of you to be like, steal it, run with it. It's literally around the corner. You guys can do anything you want with this.
I'm gonna I'm just gonna kind of grunt like, "Arr," and like look at Menachem, look at Carl, and just before Draba goes to run to take the saber or the lightsaber, I'm just gonna kind of look at his hip or where it is, wherever he's keeping it, and just kind of look at him, and then I'm gonna kind of do the thing like look at the lightsaber, look at him, look at Draba, and then I'm gonna walk away.
And that's when you realize that Rahuko is the one carrying both lightsabers, as Drabo's light fingers draw Carl's lightsaber out of one of your bandolier pouches, and he runs around the corner.
Wait, so he took it from me?
I took it from someone.
Oh, okay.
I
Right.
used the move.
Bravo.
And because Tim used the move, Tim succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drabo, you snatch the lightsaber out of Rahuko's pouch and realize that all you have to do is push the switch just a little bit harder and it'll open for you instead of Carl. And you round the corner and see that only a few steps ahead of you is Rahz standing with one hand gripping tightly an orange red lightsaber, while the other dismembered arm is holding with the Force a pyramidic glowing red
You brought that damn thing
big
back.
holocron.
God damn you.
Yes, I did. All the way around, baby.
I thought we got
Boy
rid of that
writes
fucking
holocron.
shit. Oh no.
And he looks at you and in a voice that you've never heard before says, "Join me."
Damn.
I love that Tim's face is lit up by red right now.
Mhm.
Hold
He's
on.
been changing the colors.
Has he?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, what's Draba gonna do?
Can I hear him when he says that? Do I hear him too, or is this in Draba's head?
I think it's in Drabo's head. I don't know. We're co-creating this. You tell me.
Let me help you. I'll turn the red up a little more.
Oh, I gotta pee. I'm so excited. Hold on.
Do we need to take a break?
Did everyone just go take a pee? What happened?
Dustin, shut the light on.
I also went for mood lighting, apparently.
I think if I turn my light off, I just get a grainier picture.
Does this help?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, just slightly grainier picture. Well,
What's everybody else doing? All right, so like I feel like we've been focusing on a few characters here quite a bit right now. So I'm curious what Zuri, Draxus, Nuxo, what are the three of you doing back there? All this nonsense that's happening.
You're with the
Well,
lizards, right?
yeah.
Making some
so-
friends with some lizards.
Well, so I was actually thinking about taking a vulnerable move and making a rash maneuver that puts you or others in danger. That's what I was thinking. But
Nuxo, you see our former comrades. I think you see them standing against us.
Yeah. Nix's not surprised, but also like this planet is fucking weird. Never should have left the ship.
Never should have crash landed here.
Who brought
Never
us
should
here?
have left the ship.
Yep.
Should have left the kid here.
This is the worst vacation ever.
I went on vacation. All I got was the dark side.
Yeah.
What is Nuxo doing right now? I'm not Nuxo. Draxus. What is Draxus doing right now?
I'm fighting these lizards, but like I said, I was thinking about taking a vulnerable move.
To do
So.
what?
Leave us all behind.
No, I mean, I could, but that doesn't really serve my purpose. Well, we could. I was considering having RFX fire the ship's ordnance at the lizards. Since we're all inside.
We're all inside on the ground.
Because I needed a token. But I was
I like the idea of him firing the thrusters inside of that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you need to do to get rid of these fucking lizards, so we can get out of here whenever they get these damn kid. I didn't even get paid for this. This is ridiculous.
Is that what you're doing? You're spending
Yeah. I have to. It's a vulnerable move, so I gain a token.
Okay.
And then it puts it puts you or others in danger.
So I feel like these lizards. Are they firing? What exactly is happening?
I think the lizards are like, aren't they just creatures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what I mean is,
Yeah.
what is RFX doing?
Whatever to get rid of these.
She's gonna
Lizards.
like have him
Oh.
shoot like
I literally, yeah.
missiles at this thing.
I literally said, do whatever you need to do to get rid of these fucking lizards.
Blue bomb.
Are they sticky bombs?
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever it takes.
Little sticky bombs, just throwing them out of the ramp.
Yeah.
No, I like the idea that the princess is throwing these bombs down into this
Like hovering. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That works.
Guess that results in a cave-in of some sort
It'll
at the top of the ziggurat.
make a I mean, it puts it results in extra danger.
Yeah, I like the
So-
idea of things crumbling around.
That looks like
I think these lizards are dead or otherwise incapacitated, and the
Great.
but the stairs themselves are damaged, and pieces of the roof are starting to crumble in.
grid. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I'll deal with that later. You got any rope up there?
I think you see the princess like grab a rope and toss it down, but it's literally like goes to the ledge and
Yeah.
like flops over the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's some rope.
Yeah.
So do things start like crumbling and falling around us now?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Things are shaking. Dust is filling some of the corridors as like rocks start to crumble down on top of like down from the ceiling. You see the glow of lightsabers and what other light sources are emanating right now.
I'm going to I'm not sure how to make this feels like it's a beneficial thing, but uncover an unexpected power or a secret in something you're working on. I was thinking the whale song droid actually has, like you said, it was radiating good side of the force. What if I can work on it? I mean, what if I discover that it actually radiates force, good force, when it sings?
I like that.
But I don't see how that gives me a token necessarily. Seems like a unfair use of a vulnerable move.
How is it worded?
Uncover an unexpected power or secret in something you're working on.
That's a vulnerable move?
Yeah. So it can't necessarily be all good.
Maybe you can't use it right now, but you realize it.
But what I
Maybe.
might do is I can also just spend a token to jury rig a temporary solution under duress, you know, and cause it to and pay for it. It's more like I should pay for that. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna realize this droid radiating good force, the light side of the force, can actually radiate light side of the force. Try and bathe the room.
I think when that happens, Draba walking towards Rahz looks at him. His eyes are slight tints of like yellow in them. Looks at him and closes his eyes.
Draba, come to the light. Make a difference in the world.
as that's happening, like this radiating is coming from, is it almost like sonic in some ways, would you say? Like,
Well, it's like it's singing.
it's singing. Okay, so there's
it's
this
like
kind
a-
of like sound waveness to it,
Yeah.
right? I'm imagining. Rahuko has not had his lightsaber lit during this to not show a sign of, no pun intended, but force. Not to be aggressive in any way during this. And I feel like as this is happening, something breaks loose and is heading right for Rahz. And Rahz is like, something from the ceiling now has broken loose, is about to fall on Rahz. Rahz is so consumed with all of this. I'm gonna spend a token, take another strong move of show Flassa, hero you used to be. You're gonna see Rahuko quickly light the lightsaber, but you don't really see the beam go out. He also holds out a hand and pushes it out using this sonic wave from the song, and create this force field barrier that goes over top of Rahz, and this big rock comes down about to hit him and then hits that and shatters around him and falls to the floor.
I still Draba with his eyes
And
closed.
Draba too. I mean, Draba's like right kind of there,
Yeah.
right? So it's actually both of you. It's gonna
Healed both of them.
yeah, it's gonna shield and protect the two of you.
I won't be like him. And I open my eyes as like this glow, yellowish glow, like starts to dissipate from my eyes. And I bring my saber towards, or I should say, Carl's saber towards Rahz.
What's Nuxo doing?
Nuxo is saying I should have gone with Drax's. These force people can handle this. And she puts down her scanner so over her eyes so she can see around her and is like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and spend a token and do a strong move. Always identify this escape route. And while Nuxo is looking, Zuri is also going to look, and she's gonna find a place where there's a hallway and a crevice where we can get out. And she looks at Nuxo and she's like, yeah, I mean, I want to help, but I think this is way beyond my abilities. And I think Drax has probably had the best idea. I know that they're bringing the ship, so let's head out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. And Nuxo is basically gonna yell to everyone else, we're getting the hell out of here. You can come when you're done with your crazy Jedi shit.
We got like 20 minutes or so. Maybe a little.
So Zuri turns to Rahuko and she says something in his language and blows him a kiss and then heads off.
Yeah. I don't have my noises.
Oh no.
Is Rahz doing anything?
And,
Holocron.
and Draba,
Mhm.
Draba raising a saber at him.
What are you doing?
And Zuri nods to what Rahuko says. And
Is
she's
Draba
like, "So
confronting
let's go."
Yes.
Draba is confronting Rahz. So
Mhm.
Draba's walking up like all hard, mean like, I'll fight you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The last thing he said was, "I won't be like him," and brings his saber up towards you.
So I'm gonna use a strong move. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna use a strong move to win a fight I didn't start. And I cut Drabo
no.
down.
Okay.
Dang.
Whoa, like you just straight up kill him?
That's okay.
Oh man. Zuri's glad she didn't see that.
I
Oh
was not
man.
planning this at all. At all. And
Oh, man.
as Drabo falls, like his clothes just kind of like crumple into nothingness.
Oh no.
Well, hold on. Before you do that,
I'm spending one of my
Yeah.
tokens to do this.
and I am also spending a strong move of exploit an opportunity when someone underestimates you. And I'm gonna use a lost technique of the space between.
Oh no.
And you start to see the wound that you've given me start to like heal. I have
Rahz-
lost this fight and I don't have my saber, but I am like starting to like heal.
So Rahz has like cut off your hand.
Yeah,
And
I'm good with that.
Saber goes flying into the distance, and along with your hand, and like a new little baby hand, a la Deadpool.
That's
to grow.
very Deadpool.
Very
A little
Deadpool.
baby hand. Aw.
Can we start an actual timer right now?
The final countdown.
Our
Well,
phones.
Somebody set a 10-minute timer. This thing is at the end of this 10 minutes when Draxus is leaving.
I'm getting there.
Nuxo on the communicator is going to be like, Draxus, Zuri and I are on our way out. I don't know about these force freaks, but we're coming.
Oh, it's there. 9 minutes and 54 seconds.
Did you start the timer? Oh, there it is.
Yup. Manaka did.
Oh,
All right, let's go. Let's go. Zuri is like just like jetting it with her light, trying to like hit her light to go, but she kind of remembers some of the way. I mean, as much as she can.
I'm going to spend a token and make a strong move, and I am going to know exactly where I'm going when others are lost.
Okay, nice.
So Zuri and I are making our way through this rubble, and I'm remembering kind of the path we took down and like where we can move around so that we can get out of this place.
so Rahz screams in rage and starts bearing down on Drabo. Hacking his lightsaber in wild swings, Drabo dodging to the left and right. And they round the corner, and Drabo dives into your arms just as Rahz rounds the corner. And Rahuko and Carl, you see Rahz standing before you finally. His eyes glowing orange red, with a lightsaber extending in front of him,
Right.
spilling sparks of red.
Are you
Its
just
blade-
swinging it wildly, like totally untrained
all
with this
over
thing?
the place.
Yeah.
And he's screaming. And his saber is like this, like deep orange. And in his right hand, and in his left hand, in his left arm, the stump, a holocron of red is just hovering inches above it where the hand would be.
Okay.
It's red glow
So real
spilling over his visage.
real quick before you do that, Carl.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull a
7
vulnerable move,
minutes.
and I'm going to eat something disgusting. I'm going to grab my hand in my mouth, clamp down onto it that's holding the saber, and run away from Rahz towards Rahuko and Carl.
And I think it's safe to say that I have achieved a vulnerable move in provoking the suspicion or distrust of others, and we'll take a token.
Sure.
I'm going to pull a strong move. I'm going to break something in the exact way I mean to. I'm going to take Yoda's staff, and I'm going to step around your wild swing and jab it into the holocron.
At the
Short-
same time, I'm gonna parry your blows with the lightsaber, and I'm just gonna take 2 fingers and I'm gonna jam them in your eyes that are glowing.
Oh no!
I'm going to use a token to reveal that I stole something earlier.
The holocron?
Oh no!
What is
There's
it?
so many options.
I mean,
Time is running
they're
out.
not going to resolve this. It looks like everybody's getting left behind.
Well, while they're doing that, I'm picturing a
running.
scene.
Lars, like, I'm getting off
climbing
this
up that-
planet.
Zuri
Goatso's
is like,
climbing up out of
yeah.
the rubble and helping Zuri pull up and
You
get-
escape.
get-
Stop wasting our time.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting to
I'm
the
sorry.
shit.
I'm not
We're
gonna
getting
reveal
into the
this.
shit. We are like, yeah.
What do you
we are
do?
in that
But I
shit.
stole something earlier. I'm going to pull off an absurd stunt to take advantage of an unexpected opportunity. I'm going to dive. You parry my blow, Carl.
Mhm.
No, Rahuko.
Dustin, you jab me in the eyes.
I'm parrying with my lightsaber that I have in my hand after I like sent that wave out to protect you.
And Carl.
And I'm going to like jab in your eyes
and
as Carl.
You knock the holocron out of my hands
Basically, short circuit it too with Yoda's staff.
while I dive through the two of you and pull off an absurd stunt to take advantage of an unexpected opportunity. I dive past you, and I'm now between you and the exit. And I scream, "None of us leave this place." And
Doesn't happen.
swipe my lightsaber at the ceiling and cause rubble to start falling behind me between us and safety.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't fucking care, man. I'm killing us all.
So as you swipe up, Draba
Damn.
running in that direction is going to again use exploit an opportunity when someone underestimates you with the with my hand in my mouth that's holding the lightsaber. I'm going to clamp down on it so the saber ignites as I'm running past your leg.
And what happens? And what happens?
I think you're losing a limb.
Another one?
Another
Another
limb.
one.
You're gonna lose a leg.
Oh no.
And so Draba like slides past under the rubble in the very last moment, and you see Rahz's right leg just
a
slip
chunk.
out from under him
Ugh.
to his knees.
Jeez.
As Rahuko growls something, and Rahz
Ugh.
looks at him with his bloodshot eyes and screams, spittle flying from his mouth, and he says, "No! You abandoned me! You left me here to rot!
We're here. We did not leave you here. Rahuko, put him in a force bubble. Let's get out of here. I saw him make a force shield,
With,
so
with one hand and one leg.
Draba's starting to run. Like, there's no like stopping
Yeah,
here
there's
for
no, like-
Draba.
Draba's
No.
going.
Run.
And the passage behind Drabo is like half covered in rubble.
Yeah.
But you
And
can clearly see how everyone got out.
Carl and Rahuko and Rahz are on the wrong side of all of that
Mhm.
detritus.
Um.
I'm gonna.
Also, Dustin, did I reply? Do you understand that I replied to what you said, right?
Yeah.
Where's the timer? 2 minutes.
I'm
At this point,
have
you guys
one
aren't even
token
going to have
left.
enough time to get to
So-
the ship, though.
my.
I've got 4. Don't worry. You're not winning this fight.
I have my
Oh.
strong move here also of cutting your leg off here is gonna help me with something. Cause a distraction to help someone escape danger.
Ooh.
So me cutting your leg and you screaming is enough of a distraction for someone to escape. I don't know who that will be.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Rahz, like,
Carl and
drops his
Rahuko are going to
lightsaber,
leave,
and
though.
I
Carl-
would like to suggest take Carl and leave the 2 of us here.
Oh, wow.
Dustin and I may have discussed this ahead of time, but this is not at all what I thought was going to happen.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
This is not what I
So
thought
you
was
drag
gonna
me
happen.
through the falling
Yeah.
rubble.
I think I start to drag you
A
through.
rot.
And
You
yeah.
create some sort of distraction. Carl gets pulled a little bit by you, and a rock falls and blocks our exit, but the 2 of you get out.
Great. So now you guys
All right,
get like
now I use my
5 more
last turn.
minutes.
I'm sorry. Kayla, go ahead.
I said now you guys
56
get
seconds.
like 5 more minutes to like monologue with each other because you're way over time.
Oh yeah.
Way over.
So
And it's this point that Ross reveals that he stole something earlier. As Rahuko, he pulls out a thermal detonator of Nuxos. And he presses the button.
Oh, that's what he stole.
I'm glad I left.
Jesus.
I'm
I
glad
was
I
not
left too.
expecting that at all.
I do grab my lightsaber from your mouth.
Yeah, I imagine.
And we run up the stairs and read through the things and rejoin with the crew.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Rahuko, what are you doing?
Wow. Draxus,
Mm.
having that kid on board was not a good idea.
No, that was terrible. Where's
Bad
the
idea.
Wookiee? Did the who is everybody here? Because we're
We lost the
leaving.
Wookiee.
I feel like
We lost the
RFX
Wookiee.
comes from
Oh,
the
RFX didn't even wait. As soon as y'all were like the
Yeah.
last ones, gunned it.
our
And then there's an
RFS.
explosion.
No.
As
I
we're getting
always
onto the
wanted to leave
ship,
that-
Hey,
We're-
hey,
yeah.
I always wanted to
Nuxo. Hey,
leave the kid
Nuxo.
behind.
This is the first explosion that you didn't cause.
no, as we're running towards the
Well, I
ship,
mean-
there's an
Meta,
explosion.
metagaming, I did.
Technically.
Technically, it was
Yeah,
so
right, technically.
explosive.
But she didn't set it
Wait,
off.
though. Wait, hold on. Did it really go off?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're in the air. It just
Man.
blew up. The,
Well, no,
we see it from below.
So
For
can I-
dramatic effect,
Wait.
I'd like it to be we're running towards the ship as as it explodes.
You guys don't know what Dustin just texted. It was
No.
beautiful.
What did
I'm
Dustin text?
I'm going to narrate now what happens down below as we see everyone kind of running up to the ship, getting there just as this explosion goes off. There's subtitles in this one part of because I feel like there needs to be for Rahuko. As you see Rahz pull out this thermal detonator, one arm, one leg gone, like just full fury, presses it, and you hear Rahuko say something. It says, "I love you, kid." And he does everything as this explosion happens from, I don't know where this bomb suddenly goes off from. I'm going to spend a strong move to anticipate perfect clarity, the mandate's next move, which I'm going to say, for the purposes of this, is you setting that off. I knew you were going to do something. You were possessed, that you were going to take, if you couldn't win, you were going to take everyone out with you. I'm once again seeing that vision of protection, and I wrap myself around him, and I do everything I can to create some sort of shield, use the force, and I pull out a small bundle of herbs and put them in my mouth. Some herbs that I gathered earlier, a memory of home. And it explodes. And we cut back and we don't see any bodies. So we don't know what happens. And the ship takes off.
Scene.
And that's the end.
Do Draba and Carl feel a sudden disturbance in the force?
I think
Well,
so.
I'll let you guys decide. If
I think
I
no
feel
matter
void.
what,
Yeah.
no matter what, we would feel something in the force.
Yeah.
I don't think Draba would understand what it was anyway.
Even if it's Rahuko rescuing Rahz in the last moment from the dark side, you
You'd feel
feel
Yeah.
something. And Carl, who thought that his force, who thought that his connection with the force had been completely sacrificed, feels something.
and you've got Yoda staff now.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. I'm sorry.
I have a Draba hand to snack on.
Gross. So I'm sorry.
Oh god.
So I'm taking this right there. So Menachem posted earlier the closing questions of what did I appreciate about my play today.
Wait, hold
I
on.
appreciate-
Are we epiloguing
Are we?
quickly? I'm asking
Oh
our
yeah.
resident epiloguer.
Who's the
Are
resident
we
That's Menachem's become our resident epiloguer.
are we epiloguing? Are we epiloguing
I'd love
quickly?
to have a minute from each person, right?
Okay. Great. Where's Carl in like a year?
I'd like to hear what Rahz and Rahuko think happened. Unless they're gonna not epilogue, they can choose not to.
I don't think we get to.
What's that?
I don't think we get to.
I was gonna say, I don't think I want to. I don't know if we survived it or not, and I don't.
You don't want to.
I don't think it's. I don't think it matters. I think the moment was the two of them at the end.
I think we in the explosion, also the red stain from the planet is severely weakened.
Yes.
And I feel, while holding the staff, a return to the light side force here. And ooh, that'd be cool. I'm going to plant the staff on the planet. It's going to grow into like a force tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And heal and work on healing the planet.
All right, that's cool.
And I continue helping orphans and wayward kids.
That's legit.
You agree? Yes.
I think Draba might go to that planet with you and maybe tag along with Carl because he doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm training you as best I can.
Yeah.
Right.
Yoda told me to.
I don't understand it, so I'm just following along.
Okay. Draxus is this experience was displeasing to Draxus. So Draxus is basically gonna follow the princess wherever she wants to go, and has given the ship to Zuri.
You're retiring.
Yeah, I'm done. Like, Draxus is
What?
done. Draxus is like,
Wow.
fuck
God,
this.
wow.
I am done. I am done. No more strays. No
Fuck these
more
space wizards.
like yeah. And it's like adamantly like
strays.
the only like Jedi like Draxus even remotely trusts is Carl, and that's it. But is like any other mentioning, and Draxus is like, you can get fucked. Go away.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
But
that's
Draxus is with the princess, so they don't give a shit. They're like,
Happily ever
whatever.
after.
You can take the ship, Zuri. Do whatever you want with it.
What does Zuri do?
Okay, interesting. Zuri is gonna start a reputable business. And it's basically going to be like on a planet where there's very good soil, where she will sell like legal like herbs and um like
Pie.
baked goods
And cookies.
and yeah and
Gummies.
yes, all sorts of like delicious foods and stuff. And yeah, she's gonna like sell the ship and create her own, have her own like shop, and she's gonna name it Rahuko's Home in honor of him.
Wait, name it what?
Rahuko's Home
Oh.
in honor of him. Yeah. And she'll also have tea as well, because that's a fond memory of him as well. So yeah, and I think yeah, she's gonna live like a much more normal life. and definitely, you know, take some time to like
Process.
process everything and like
Maybe see a therapist.
Not
yeah,
throw-
see, like get some psychological help.
not throw yourself into traumatic
I
experiences.
I
every 2
also
seconds.
took
Yeah.
RFX. RFX went with me.
That's fine.
Just so
Yeah.
RFX.
As your personal physician.
Yes. Yes.
What about
He's your
Nuxo?
personal
Nuxo.
physician, so.
Nuxo said, "Fuck these force users."
That's right.
Nuxo decides to get her own ship, small ship, like most of these other bounty hunters, no crew.
You sure you
Working
didn't
on her
buy
own.
the Folly's Luck from
Is she
Zuri?
gonna be like a Mandalorian?
Oh, that's what a lot of the bounty. She's a bounty hunter. Oh, that's what a lot of them do. She had one before and lost it, so
All right, well-
she got her own ship. She's gonna live life to the fullest. She's gonna have fun. She's gonna be more picky about the jobs and ask more questions about the jobs she takes. Are you sure there's no like weird magic stuff going on over here?
Yeah. Are there any weird space freaks? Because I don't deal with that either.
Yeah.
Is there any weird rain on this planet?
No
Like,
women,
I
no
only
children,
work-
and no Jedi.
No
Yep.
Jedi.
Yeah, there you go.
I only work in like known systems.
Yeah,
no
there you go.
princesses.
4 planets, like
And she keeps on collecting the colorful bottles of alcohol
All right.
that she had on the Folly's Luck.
Oh, cool.
You know how we got back to the planet, Draba?
how?
We bought the Folly's Luck.
Oh, nice.
I'm thinking we should just keep it in the family.
Yeah.
or did you win it in a game of cards?
I don't think Zuri plays cards.
No, well, like Zuri sold it to somebody that they
Oh.
won.
And then like, okay.
Yeah.
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 I mean, she throws darts really well.
Oh,
It all started
jeez.
with the darts.
All right. Those
All
were
started
great
with the game of
epilogues.
darts.
That's fantastic. Do we do our checkout?
Let's do this checkout.
Yes.
Wait, I have one more. I have
Hmm.
one more epilogue. It's a way throwback. What was Mary's character's name?
Praxis? Was it
Priska,
Praxis?
Praska. I don't know.
Priska?
Priska.
Priska. That's it.
Something,
Priska.
yeah.
Priska?
We
She
dropped
was
her
left
off
in a hospital. Yeah.
Priska.
Does she wake up?
Priska lies in a hospital and suddenly opens her eyes.
I mean,
So
that's
it.
fair.
It's a hard
That's
one.
the
It goes
epilogue.
beep, beep, beep. That's it.
That's it. End
I mean,
scene.
that's fair.
That's the
Like,
mid-credits scene.
Yeah.
After credits.
Hey, Nuxo, your friend's still alive.
Maybe that's where Nuxo goes. to
Yeah,
find a
maybe you got
friend.
a new partner.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's quickly do some follow-up
Yeah.
checkout questions.
And also remember, you don't have to like go super elaborative because we'll have a full debrief in two weeks.
We will.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing the full so not next week, but the week after. We're gonna be debriefing both games. So
Just kind of talking about our experiences,
Yeah.
our characters.
and maybe going
Applied
more in depth.
uses.
Yep. Yeah.
So answer
Gotcha.
these questions in brevity tonight.
Yes.
What did I appreciate about my play today? It didn't go the way I thought it might by the end, and
No, it didn't.
I thought it was good. What I appreciate about someone else's play, Scott killed it with using all those pillars and stuff when he wasn't in the scenes. We kind of took his character out last session, and so he went with it this session, and I appreciated what you did there. What will I take with me from today's game? Wow. I didn't expect Rahuko to die, and it was actually more emotional than I thought it was going to be. So, well, I say die. I mean, maybe I'm a
Knows?
force ghost now. So,
Cool.
or I help birth life into this planet again. So what is that? But yeah, anyway, that's what I took from this game. And what advice would my character give to me, or what did I learn from my character? I was ready to give up the force earlier when you did that to Menakam's character. I was just going to be like, I haven't been using it. Just take it. I don't need it. That's not what I'm here for. And still run to like save you. So my character might tell me you don't need what you think you do. Right? It's those things we think we need maybe are just crutches. And are we gonna popcorn? I see Tim next. Tim. And you know what? No, I'm gonna go to Scott. I think I gotta move to Scott next from there.
That's fair.
What did I appreciate about my play today? No. I went on instinct. I took up too much space. I feel like I took up too much space today. But what did I appreciate about someone else's play? All of you gave me so much trust and so much room to play tonight. And I am so appreciative of that. I had so much fun tonight. What will I take with me from today's game? This was an amazing story. What an amazing conclusion. I love epic storytelling. Like Menachem, I'm so into the character development, but more than that is I'm just into that collaborative storytelling moment when we can all come together and make something grand. And I feel like that happened tonight. So what advice would my character give me? Rahz would say, don't get distracted by the trivial stuff and don't get confused with what people's intentions are and what their actions are. And I'll popcorn over to Kayla.
Hey, what did I appreciate about my play today? So I actually am just gonna pat myself on the shoulder. You're welcome for Yoda, um, because without that, from like a gazillion games ago, you never would have had Yoda's walking stick. Um, so I actually felt like I was like, hey, that was a good choice. Um, what did I appreciate about someone else's play? I actually did not mind Scott playing all the pillars. um, it actually kind of, I think we positioned Rahz in kind of, I mean, we took a little bit of your agency away last time we played and kind of put you where we thought Rahz would be. I mean, like Rahz was like physically removed from the ship, so like you can't get much more player like loss of player agency. So I think you played with that well, and then also really positioned the pillars in a way that allowed everybody to play off them. What will I take with me from today's game? Man, that was not how I expected. Like Rahuko staying on the planet when Dustin told me I don't think Rahuko is gonna leave the planet. I imagined Rahuko like walking around and like harvesting plants and like sipping tea and stuff. And I mean, I guess this works. So I think I actually think it really went out in an exciting way. Um, so that was cool. What advice would my character give me, or what did I think my character? I think Draxus would tell me that it's okay to walk away. Menachem.
I like the feeling of Carl fully empowered. I even liked the feeling of losing that power and trying to figure out how to get it back without going to the dark side. That that realizing there's a lot of anger and that dark side challenge was there because of being rejected. I feel like I didn't play it as well as I was feeling it, but I appreciated that. Scott, we gave you the space after you started, and it was like, yes, please keep going. So, um, I appreciate also Draba, and Draba's conflict and playing that back and forth. What will I take with me? It's something about the like losing things and deciding to go on anyway, right? But also losing things and realizing you may not have actually lost them. And what would advice did my character give me? What did I learn from my character? Feel your power, your agency, your authenticity, and you don't need to hold on to it so tightly. Just let it go. Lara?
All right. What did I appreciate about my play today? Like I said earlier, I was really distracted, and Nuxo was out of her element. And I feel like I still got some good moments in there. And that Nuxo got to be Nuxo, and I got to be Nuxo. What did I appreciate about someone else's play? I really liked Dustin and Scott getting to wrap up this story together on this planet, and it was amazing. Um, what will I take with me from today's game? I think what today reminded me of is like kind of like expect the unexpected, or like life can throw you a curveball and it's okay to roll with it. And today was definitely that for I think a lot of us. And what advice would my character give me, or what did I learn from my character? I think Nuxo would tell me to ask more questions before I agree to things, and to learn a lot about the people I'm spending time with.
Very fair.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Let's see, Tennille, you haven't gone yet.
All right. What did I appreciate about my play today? I really felt like I played Zuri, the caretaker, um, to where she was gonna play. I feel like Zuri tried the best that she could to help out until she felt like she was over her head and she couldn't help out anymore. And it was interesting that like we came across these obstacles that were scary where her cousin and even Nuxo were like hesitant, but she was like, I'm just gonna go for it because she was just in that badass mode. So that was pretty cool to see, to kind of see like a little bit of that personality come out. What did I appreciate about someone else's play? I really appreciated Drax's um, epilogue and her decision to sell the ship. I'm really glad that Kayla went first in telling us what she was gonna do, because like that helped me so tremendously. Because I think that I mean Zuri and Draxus have like they were raised together, and like their fathers were brothers who smuggled things, and that's what we were taught to do. And so in Zuri's eyes, it's like, well, this is the path. But when Draxus was like, here's the keys to Folly's luck, I'm done. I'm going with my princess. Then Zuri's response to that is, oh, I don't have to do this. I can actually do something that would make me happy. Well, what have been those things that have made me happy? Well, like when I bake cookies for everyone and I bake pies and and she remembered her time with Rahuko, drinking tea, um, and she would have done like some kind of like funeral ritual with the loss of him. But I don't know if anybody on the ship would have cared or would have been that interested. Maybe Carl. Cool, that'd be great. Um, what will I take with me from today's game? I think what I will take with me from today's game is pretty much what Zuri has kind of like realized about herself, and that you don't have to live your life just because that's how you were taught. You can make your happiness whatever you want it to be. And if having a bake shop is what makes you happy, why not? Um, and what advice would my character give me, or what did I learn from my character? I think I pretty much explained what I learned from her. That is, make your own happiness. Yeah. And now to Tim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I appreciate about my play today? I got to take this character that was comedic relief and is intended to play as comedic relief, and found ways to step outside of that, and at times, but still try to stay within those confines. And I was able to really touch through the, not just today, but overall, able to touch on all the tips of playing this character. And then sometimes I don't always feel like I get to do that. Um, and I'll probably go more into that in the debrief, the larger debrief. But what did I appreciate about someone else's play? I appreciated the play with Tennille when Zori was trying to bring Draba back, because I was trying to find a way of how do I come back from the dark side, and that was my exit strategy in a way. It was the start of my exit strategy. So I appreciated that. Also, like between Scott and Dustin, and that story that was there, because our story really started with Draxus and the princess and Zuri, and more of the non-force users, and then it turned into the story about the force users, and it ended that way. And I thought that was a powerful ending. What will I take with me from today's game? I think a lot of people have said it today. Expect the unexpected, right? And work your way through it. What advice would my character give me, or what did I learn from my character? Think my way through problems, right? Especially with the idea of I'm playing this weird little space freak, and I was able to, in the end, be able to take the idea of lost techniques from the space between and make myself a force user. Playing with that idea and being able to find a way to work that into my character. That's what I think I learned from my character today is think through it and you'll find a way.
Awesome, everybody.
Wow.
Yay.
Good stuff.
Let's do the names in reverse and step back out of the circle. So say your character name, repeat it, everyone repeats it. Say your player name, everyone repeats it.
Well, I'm Draba.
Hey, Draba.
Hey, Draba.
Bye,
Draba.
Draba.
Bye, Draba.
And I'm Tim, and I'm super tired.
Yeah, good night,
night,
Tim.
Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I've been Rahz,
Hey, Roz.
Hey, Rahz.
Rahz.
Hey, Rahz.
and I am Scott, only slightly
Hey,
tipsy.
Good night.
night,
Good night,
Scott.
Tipsy
Night,
Scott.
Yep. Good night. Tipsy
Only
Scott.
slightly tipsy, Scott.
I have been telling the story of Rahuko.
Hey, Rahuko.
Hey,
Rahuko,
Rahuko.
rest in peace, or
Rest in
whatever.
And may the force be with you. I'm Dustin.
And also with
Good
you.
night,
Be with you,
Justin.
Man, don't do that, Menaka. It reminds me of like a Catholic church. Don't do that.
Also unto you.
Oh, yeah. Gives me chills. I don't like it.
I have been playing Zuri,
Hey,
Hey,
Zuri.
Zuri.
Sorry.
Hey,
So
Zuri.
long, Zuri.
and I'm Tennille. Good night, everyone.
Good night
Good
to you.
night to you.
Neil.
I have been playing Draxus.
Captain, my
Draxus.
captain.
Draxus.
Good flying, Draxus.
Hi, Draxus.
And I'm Kayla.
Awesome job, Kayla.
Good night,
Good
Kayla.
night,
Kayla.
Kayla.
Good night, Kayla.
Thank you.
Nuxo tonight.
Keep
Hey,
shooting.
Nuxo.
Hey,
So long.
Nuxo.
Nuxo.
Keep flying,
keep
Nuxo.
shooting.
Way to
sharp.
blow it up, Nuxo.
Literally.
Literally.
Literally. There's our final scene. Nixo blows something up and flies. And I am a tired Lara.
Yeah. Good night,
night, Lara.
Lara.
Good night,
I'm
tired
tired,
Laura.
I hope
Laura.
you get to use
I
the
hope-
bathroom soon.
All
I
right.
hope you have a fixed
So,
bathroom.
Hold on.
So-
I was playing Carl.
hi, Carl.
Hello,
Go,
Carl.
Hi,
Good luck, Carl.
And my name is Menachem.
Good night,
night,
Menaka.
Menaka.
Hi, Manaka.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos.
All right, and thank you everybody for for
Yes.
joining us on this journey. I gotta say, I was just thinking real quick that if you were to watch just this episode tonight with the introduction
Yeah.
that we did and just like the story and then the ending, I think
It
it actually
was
works pretty
full.
well as just a standalone
Yeah,
one shot. So
I would
maybe
agree.
If we're ever thinking like, hey, we can't do one shots really well,
I
did
think
a
we did.
great one tonight.
Also, just maybe we spend too much time in certain areas. Maybe when we are a little bit more motivated, a really dramatic story is told.
Yeah.
This
So-
was so extraordinary. And when
Yeah, it was
Dustin
great.
texted me earlier and said, "Hey, I think Rahuko is going to stick around this planet. Do you think Rahz is going to stay with him?" I'm like, "For sure." Rahz is
All
not
right.
thinking about any of this. I thought they were going to be like training as
Yeah,
Jedi.
so
and-
did I.
Uh,
Nope.
100%. I was like,
I-
oh yeah, like we'll learn from this forest planet and
Yeah, right. Nope.
Rahuko feels a little at home here.
That got blown
My
up.
idea of what was
Um,
going to happen for Draba was completely different.
Well, we'll hear all about it at the debrief.
Yes.
Yes. So
So-
join us for the debrief.
Yes,
You
in
won't
2
want to miss
weeks.
that.
In 2
Bunch of-
weeks. And join
Bunch
us
of
next week.
Professionals sitting around talking about
Right.
what they were thinking.
Exactly. And then next week is the finale of Teenage Nightmare.
Yeah.
We're wrapping that up. Should be fun.
See if
Should
anybody
be-
else dies.
Should be a dramatic time. What else? Anything else, y'all?
If you guys
Night.
need anyone to read anything dramatic for next Friday, I'm available.
What's going on for next? We're not. Yeah, that could actually. We'll talk.
All right. Well, let's leave it there. Join us next time, and thank you all. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Bye, everyone.